Good evening. Ira Epstein with your Spider ETF stock market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for Wednesday, the 1st of October, 2025. Interesting. Government shutdown at work. Government reports going to be missing. Getting questions from people. Will we see a jobs report? Well, normally it's already finished. That I can tell you. Normally, that's what I've read from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. However, who's going to have the guts to publish it? I mean, when this is gone and the Trump administration not trusting anybody there, the head that Trump had picked to run it has not been affirmed. It looks like he's bowing out. I don't think anybody's going to have the guts to hit the button to do it. That's my own opinion, so I don't expect anything. Talking about that, let's take a look at what we've got. And before I do that, I want you to click here if you go to my website, iraepstein.com. Take a look at the energy report that I put out. You're going to see how I cover USO in it and crude oil futures. And get ready. I think it's a pretty interesting report. Now, as I said, let's take a look at some of the other parts that we have here. The Challenger Group, which is a private organization, well, they're going to release their September planned job cuts. August saw 85,979. I've got all these in red for one reason. You're not going to get jobless claims because the Bureau of Labor Statistics, well, that is a government agency funded by the U.S. government. They're closed. Factory orders will not be published. Again, the Census Bureau, which publishes this report, is closed because of the budget cut. You will get the EIA natural gas storage report. I've not seen that that's not coming out, so I'm expecting that that'll come out about 9:30 in the morning. All right. Now, normally, the pros realize that these government shutdowns are political in nature. Otherwise, why shut down? The sides dig in. Everybody tries to make their arguments and get the public to them until there's pain from the public. And what you think, and you being a member of Congress, not you, but members of Congress, realize that they've made their point. Now they're really hurting things, and this isn't going to help them get reelected. And at that point, the crossovers begin. Day one is not where that occurs, all right? So I was surprised, frankly, to see that you closed up in the green today in the stock indices, because I do believe there's going to be more public outcry and pain yet to come. You saw that BND got a bid. I can live with that. That makes sense. You had a nice bounce off some new lows in Amazon that held up. Netflix is just sinking away here. This is now a stock down another $28 today. Apple's getting continued good reviews. Home Depot getting beaten up in the process. USO down. No surprise if you see my report. You'll understand it after you look at it. NVIDIA just continues to add to that $4 trillion that it's worth. Tesla came back. We're going to see Tesla numbers shortly, and I expect them to be solid as can be. And the reason is we're now done with the $7,500 tax credit. Now, that doesn't mean you can't go onto a lot somewhere and different manufacturers say, you know something, lease the car, we'll give you that $7,500 off the lease. So they'll lower the amounts each month, giving you the benefit of that. Negotiate for it. You might be able to get that in places. But the government part is gone, and soon the government chargers that they put in the garage and they help you put in there, that'll be gone by the end of the year, supposedly. Dell's doing rather well. United Airlines, they won some more slots in Chicago at O'Hare at the expense of American, which lost a few. Boeing, they tried to keep it down. It's back down 63 cents. I'm still looking for that to do fine. And all the metals were gainers again. So let's take a look. As you know, this is Bitmine Immersion. And this is a stock that's giving you waves here. But remember, this was a $4 stock that went up to $160 in value when it went public. It then lost all that value and came crashing back down. And it's, by the way, this is a big recovery from when it got to $30. It's back to $52.36. The pattern of the chart is one of lower highs, but also higher lows. I don't see a trend at this point in time. The battleground seems to be the 18-day average of closes. When you look, you see the upper Bollinger Band and the lower, and there's only reason that you have one moving average is you don't have enough averages there yet. On the others to plot, it'll happen shortly. When we take a look at what's going on in the Bollinger Bands, slow stochastics right here, pointing down, Bollinger Bands you're not hitting anymore. You just sort of found a home for a while. You haven't done this in a little bit. You did this back here. And then you stopped really hitting the Bollinger Band till you had a nice rally, and now you're again drifting higher. But you might be gradually coming up in price and building a base. It's hard to tell right now. In OKLO, it managed to hold on today with higher lows, but it's got lower highs. I don't see a trend at all right now. Momentum coming down. If you take out today's low, Wednesday's low, Thursday or Friday, I think you'll make a run for wherever the 18-day average is. In Netflix, you're pushing on the lower Bollinger Band. Remember, this is a stock that was recently $13.50, so it's lost back. Think of how much. It's at 13, it's at 11.70.90. It's lost roughly $180 a share. That's expensive if you had just bought and held on. As I told you, I thought UNH would get to the 18-day average and fight a battle. It took a little bit, but it's done it. It's done just what the work said it would. Now, if you can get over the highs of Tuesday, you might be able to get up a little bit. It probably needs to consolidate a bit more. Home Depot acting much worse than traders thought that it would, and the market coming down. It's not getting a lot of press on this, but it should. It could be a $383 share stock if it gives up much more. Obviously, in Robinhood, you got up as everybody realized how big some of the betting is that goes on with the different predictive bets that they've been taking part in, and it's a big business. But they have to prove they can embed, which they haven't done yet, and then breaks under that Bollinger Band could become more of a buying opportunity. That stock's on a heck of a roll. In Tesla, as long as you have this embedded reading, pullbacks are going to get bought, and I think the market is building in different values. I think that it's going to get away from, and I think you're there. I think that people still think of Tesla as a car company. It's so much more, and they're going to change that. And I'm hearing now, I saw today a call for $600 a share as to where this stock is going. So you're getting a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon there. You're still too overbought in JOBY to do much right here. I think you got to just let it pass for the moment and see what else it's going to do in the flying cars. And that's basically it, flying cars, short scale, flying around cities with electric engines. Lower highs, lower lows, bearish back in the financial services. Unless you take out Tuesday's high, you've opened the door. Doesn't mean you have to go there, but the door's open to get back, in my opinion, to 53.07. In the industrial sector, you've come back up and you keep challenging the upper Bollinger Band, but you're wasting a lot of energy. You're already overbought. It needs a catalyst. I can't imagine today what that would be. On XLE, the energy sector, low prices, if they keep coming, I don't think help this market at all. I'd want nothing to do with energy on the long side at this point. In the gold market, it's been nonstop, all right? It is a market that's gone here from 300 to 356. It's not a dramatic play. It's a lot, don't get me wrong. It's a 20% gain, and it's done that since September. That's quite a move. You did the same in some of the, let's see, do I have the SoFi? Yeah, I knew it went too fast there. SoFi still breaking down. So market's concerned, rightly so, that if the layoffs and people have their SoFi account, they're paying out on time, are they going to be able to make their payments? You got to think of it that way. And that's what is going on in part there. Palantir is just sort of drifting right now. It's got a higher high, lower low, and overbought situation. BND, same thing. You're not getting a move one way or the other. I did see that the 10-year note at one point today got to like 4.09. So that was pretty, 0.98 I think it was. And then it came back a little bit from there to the upside. The dollar, I look for it to see, is it going to be able to find support and hold its uptrend at the 27.39 to 41 level? And the resistance level up here in FXE is 108, if you will, 108.45. We'll see if the market falls from there back down. Are traders going to buy in this kind of environment the dollar, sell other currencies, or do you get bearish the dollar? Because if this drags on too much, it hurts the U.S. economy. This being too much, the government shutdown. We're about to find out. Gets very interesting from this point. Again, go to our website, iraepstein.com. Take a look at the energy report. I'm Ira. I'll catch up with you in the other videos or see you first thing in the morning in my morning flash, which I didn't do today, but I have every intention of doing one in the morning. Take care.